Welcome to Trade Pro. In this video, I'm going to go over a pivot point and accumulation distribution trading strategy, then test it 100 times in a row so you can see how it performs over a series of trades. I'm going to do this on the 5-minute time frame as requested down in the comment section from the person who requested me to do this strategy test. So the strategy itself is off of the Secret Mindsets YouTube channel. This is the video day trading strategy for pivot point traders, forex trading system for beginners, and this guy has one of the biggest trading channels with 316,000 subscribers. Very impressive, and the video was quality, so very professionally done. So I liked the video, of course, as you can see. And you know, the only thing I didn't like about this video was he didn't talk about the stop loss placement, or at least if he did, I missed it for sure. So what he did talk about was the profit targets, and he said kind of a vague, you can use S1 and R1 or R2 and S2 as profit targets. So he didn't really give like a specific criteria to follow, but he did go over everything else. So it was a good video. This is how I'm going to be doing the strategy for this 100 test. So first, I'm just going to show the indicators that I have so you guys can find them if you want to. And then I'll quickly go over the strategy itself and how I'm going to be doing the test. So first indicator is the accumulation distribution plus a 200 period EMA on it. So here it is, accum/dist plus 200 EMA by JBNETO. And then for the pivot point indicator, here it is, pivot point standard. So this is the accumulation distribution with a 200 period EMA on it, which is the orange line. Now the actual pivot point indicator, I'll show you what I did in the style here. Got rid of S5, S4, S3, S2, just kept S1, R1, the P, made the pivot line thicker and changed the color of it. Everything else is the same, set to traditional type. So let's go over the strategy here and how I'm doing the take profit and the stop loss. So I'm going to start with a short example and then I'll show a long example next. So what you are doing is using the accumulation distribution line and the 200 EMA to determine the trend direction. So when the accumulation distribution line, the yellow line, is below the orange line, you can only take short positions. So you're only looking for short entries. And you're also only looking for entries when price comes and touches the pivot. So for this example, it comes down from above, and then you must wait until it closes below the pivot line if you're looking for a short position. So in this example, you're going to short on the close below the pivot, and essentially you're just targeting the S1. And I'm going to be doing a 1 to 1.5 risk reward ratio for this test. All right. So this is what it's going to look like. If you were to be looking for a short position where price comes from beneath and touches the pivot, you're just going to short right away when it touches if the accumulation distribution is below the 200 EMA. All right. So let's go to a long setup over here. So over here, you can see the price comes up from below and it taps the pivot point. And this is saying to go long, but you can't because it doesn't close above, so you just have to wait. The next time it does close above, so you can take that long, and the accumulation distribution does agree with taking that long position. So targeting that top R1 and then setting that stop loss so that your risk is 1 to 1.5. All right, so pretty simple. For the longs, if you want to take a long when price is coming from above and tapping the pivot, you just have to make sure when it comes down and taps it, that the accumulation distribution is saying to go long at the same time. And you can buy right away on that pivot line when it comes from above and taps it. Okay. So I'm going to do the 100 tests now. It's pretty simple. So if you need more of an explanation, go watch the Secret Mindsets video. It's very well made and professionally put together. I think he's better at videos than I am. But anyway, let's get into this 100 test. All right, the results are in after the 100 tests. I had to use price data from Euro, Dollar, Pound Yen, and Aussie Kiwi because the data wouldn't load far enough back. I did this on the 5-minute time frame, and it took 5 months of price data to find the 100 trade signals. This seems like quite a while for a 5-minute time frame test, but keep in mind, I want you guys to note that on this test, I didn't take signals while a trade was currently running. So on a lot of the tests, I do count every single signal that occurs. On this one, I only counted the trades where it was going left to right and didn't count all the signals that occurred in between while a position was open. All right. Now, there were 51 winners, 49 losses, and the most wins in a row was 11, which occurred on Aussie Kiwi. The most losses in a row was 5, and then gain on the account 27.5%. So kind of a middle ground, mid-tier strategy test. So shout out to the Secret Mindset for putting this out there. And shout out to the person who suggested this strategy test. So let's pop it on over to the spreadsheet and do the comparison. All right, here it is on the spreadsheet, falling at spot number 23. So pretty much in the middle out of the 49 tests done so far. Not bad at all out of this one. I don't have much experience trading with pivot points, so kind of a fun one for me as well. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel. Appreciate you all. Really awesome. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. So thank you guys. Have a fantastic night.